Sup guys, Zinigami here, and we've got news about the new treasure map Big Mom, the new Legend Gild Tesoro sugofest, and the new Raid Boss Zoro coming to the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Raid Boss Zoro will be from the 20th to the 21st. He's going to be a quick-driven slasher character. Of course, we'll be doing it live whenever he comes out, and I am going to go over all of these characters, the entire Gild Tesoro batch, the Big Mom treasure map character, and a Zoro in a character ranking video after this one. So you want to know what the characters do in great detail and how good they are. I'll be going over those later. But Zoro is going to be a new raid boss character, and he is going to be boosted for treasure map Big Mom. So you want to get him, you want to level him up, because we'll be using him against Big Mom. Before we get into Big Mom, let's go over the sugofest. So the Gild Tesoro sugofest is going to be on the 19th to all the way to the 27th. There's going to be plenty of chances for this Sugo because they really, they want to make that gold Tesoro. But the thing is that the Gild Tesoro sugofest is not guaranteed golds. Oh man, they had their chance, but the gold sugofest for Golden Week is just not all golds. There are a lot of special pulls here. It's a little confusing when you look at this, but if you look down here or just listen and I'll tell you how it actually goes. There are pulls number 1, 4, and 7 are only 30 gem multis. So 1, 4, and 7 are 30 gem multi pulls. Pulls 2, 5, and 8. The 11th character, the bonus character you get, is guaranteed to be a rated up character that has max level, max special, and max sockets. So that's not a guaranteed legend, that's just any of the new batch characters. So you could get Bakura, you could get Dice, you could get Mr. Tanaka, any of those characters guaranteed max level, special, and sockets. 3rd, 6th, and 9 are guaranteed any legend, so just a regular guaranteed legend pull. And the 11th, 13th, and 15th multi-pulls, all the way down to 11, 13, and 15, are guaranteed rated up legends, which will include the Gild Tesoro, but a few other legends in the rated up there. So it's not until you get to 11, 13, 15 that you're guaranteed potentially Gild Tesoro and some other stuff. Should you do sugofest pulls here? They are not guaranteed golds. And there is no sugofest treasure map character this time around. There's no limited rare recruit treasure map character that is going to be boosted on the Big Mom treasure map. So Big Mom treasure map actually has a few new mechanics that we're going to go over. Big Mom is only a powerhouse character. She's really, really cool. Captain ability that actually boosts special damage. Ooh, special damage boosting captain ability. The first one that we've seen in a long, long time. Boosts attack by 2 times, boosts special damage by 3 times, as long as you have one of every single color in your team. Her special ability boosts your orbs by 3 times. Also boosts your attack and color affinity by 1.25 times, which is a good and bad thing. But hey, our first 3 times orb booster, and it's not overpowered. Interesting. All down here are details about the treasure map, which is what we want to talk about. But first, before we go into the boring details about it, which actually aren't that boring, we got some new exciting changes. The Gild Tesoro legend is going to be a 1.75 times points booster, and it will have 2.5 times stats and 10 turns of cooldown reduction, so 175 times point booster. Only no 2 times points booster this time. And then immediately after that, we go all the way down to a 1.35 times points booster. So 135 points boost with Beiju and Sanji. Then 135 also, but with a smaller stat boost. Reiju and Sanji both have 2.5 times stat boost. After that, you get only a 1.35 times stats boost with the new batch with Gild Tesoro or Treasure Map Kizaru, Gear Change Gear 4, and Legend Nami. You'll also have 1.25 times stats boost in the Gear Change and Nami batch. Chopper, Brook, Carrot, and Pedro. And then after that, we get our 1.2 times points boosters. Sanji Zoro, Legend Sanji, Legend Corazon, Legend Jinbei, a bunch of Fortnite characters, a bunch of Neo characters, Coliseum, Raid Boss Zoro, and some old Fortnites. Remember, these Fortnites will be around like in the upcoming week or two. So make sure you get those characters, Dice, Tanaka, any of these old characters. This Jinbei right here is actually our first story mode only character that is points boosted on Treasure Map. You do not have to farm for this Jinbei, even though it is 0 stamina story mode. You could farm for it, but Jinbei is actually going to be available from Chopperman missions coming up soon for doing the preview island. So you can get this Jinbei without having to farm for him, but he's going to be our very first story mode boosted character for Treasure Map, which is neato. But the rest of the detailed Big Mom, the first thing I want to talk about is Big Mom actually has a brand new point on the map. It's going to look like a bunch of treat balls sort of things. It's called a, and I'm going to butcher it, croquembouche. It's French. It's a French dessert. So I'm gonna just butcher that name right off the bat. This new treasure map spot, if you land on it, you can't. It looks like you can't just miss it, just like a stamina up point or anything. So but if you land on it, then you will fight. You will either get 1.5 times points, or you can fight Big Mom. She can ambush you on that spot. It's a chance of ambushing her. If you ambush her, if you fight her, you have to beat her, and if you beat her, you will get a bunch of bonuses. If you decide not to fight, then you just lose and you just leave the point. Yeah, it's life or treat. So the way it works, that Big Mom fight, not sure if it's going to be the same as the final boss Big Mom fight or is going to be slightly different, but that is not going to count against your treasure map using teams. So you can use whatever team you want against that Big Mom fight. It will also still give you proficiency points, but it won't use, like if you use your best team that you were going to use against the final boss Big Mom, you can still reuse those characters. So that won't disqualify those characters from treasure map runs. If you beat Big Mom, you will get a 1.5 times bonus to any positive buffs you get for the rest of the run. So if you get a attack boost up, then you, instead of it being a 2 times attack boost up, it'll be a 3 times attack boost up. If you get recovery up, it'll be a 3 times recovery up. Whoa. Health boost become 3 times health boost. So I believe that also works with cooldowns. So instead of a 7-turn cooldown, it'll be like a 10 or 11-turn cooldown reduction. But you will get way better buffs for the rest of the run. And you will also get 1.5 times points for getting on that point as well. So the croquembouche point, the French treat point, is going to be a pretty neat point. There also seems to be a Sanji boss of some kind that I don't think that's the croquembouche point, but there seems to be, on the people who've data mined through, a Sanji point that does not give Big Mom skill books, which leads me to believe that to be some extra special, an additional extra boss point that may give like treasure map materials, limit break materials, something like that. So there is going to be a Sanji somewhere on there as well to make a total of 5 mini bosses instead of the regular 4 mini bosses. We'll still have to see how that works. Big Mom will be points boosted on the next treasure map, of course. And we do have also a new, if you didn't catch it earlier, a new little effect there. Yeah, Sanji could be on the croquembouche spot, but I think it's a Big Mom on the fight there because it says Big Mom is going to ambush you. And one last thing that we want to go over is that way we're down here on the bottom here, way right here. It mentions that Big Mom will count as an ally. Special pulls available as rewards for this treasure map will allow you to pull all units available during the Sugofest running from the 19th to the 27th, Gild Tesoro Sugofest. However, Sugo exclusive characters will not be pullable. The pulls will be available until the 15th. These are not the pulls as rewards for treasure map. These pulls that I'm talking about are most likely the free pulls you get every day from this event down here. If we scroll down through here, there are daily daily login pull rewards. So these daily login pull rewards for the One Piece films may be in your mailbox, and if they are in your mailbox, then that'll be exactly it. It's just that you can't get legends from this, although there's like a legend right here, so I don't know about that. But these are the ones that are likely to not to give legends. Well, hopefully we still get our like guaranteed legend pull from being 3 million or something like that. There could also be some new tick system that are coming out, but it's unlikely that this system that says you can't get Sugo legends is going to be... It's tickets, but we don't know which tickets they are. Okay. So there's going to be some ticket system that will give you pulls, but not no chance to do legends from them. But hey, we'll see. Those are coming up. Gild Tesoro, Beiju, and all that stuff. You can make your teams now. One way I like to do it is if you go onto the database and just put a check mark on all these as in your character log, then you can filter by those, make teams based on those. Remember, if you are in East Blue, you can use the same team as many times as you want. If you're in Grand Line or New World tiers, you only can use each team one time, and then you don't have to fight them again if you get the mini boss on, and you don't have to do on the boss rush fight. I've been Zinigami, guys. Character ranking video coming out later with all these new characters. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all stay beautiful.